Hi, my name is Christina, and my controversial topic is oil drilling. In order to better understand oil drilling, I'm first going to explain how and where oil is formed. Crude oil and natural gas are considered non-renewable because they cannot be replenished in a short span of time once depleted. Oil is formed from millions of decayed organisms called fossil fuels. These plants and animal remains form in reservoirs within the Earth's soil millions of years ago and over time have been buried with sand and rock. Pressure and heat applied from the multiple layers refines the organic material, turning some into coal, oil, and then natural gas. Oil drilling is the actual process of drilling into the Earth's surface to extract the crude oil and natural gas. There are three types of oil recovery: primary, secondary, and enhanced. In primary, oil is self-propelled due to the natural pressure contained within the reservoir. Secondary recovery uses the help of injection wells that forcefully inject steam or water in hopes to wash out lingering oil in a process called water flooding. Pictured on the slide is advanced oil recovery, which is similar to secondary but uses different chemicals such as thermal, gas injections, and chemical injections to wash out remaining oil. Oil is distributed all around the world. However, some reservoirs contain more crude oil and natural gas than others, making them larger producers. This map shows the top 10 oil-producing countries, which are Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, Canada, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Russia, United Arab Emirates, Libya, and Nigeria. The commodity of oil is the source of political, environmental, and social conflict all around the world. The Middle East region is among the most affected. 65% of all the world's crude oil is supplied by the Middle East. Though the lucrative oil industry is beneficial for the economy, it also makes them subject to political upheaval. Oil rights and ever-changing oil prices have been the passive responsible party for wars and conflict. Oil drilling has also caused water conflict in the Middle East. Wastewater byproduct is polluting the already scarce water supply in the arid region. Secondly, America is still reeling from the oil spill of 2010. This map shows the regions affected by the spill and the marine life that never recovered. Scientists have even confirmed that because of the oil spill, Louisiana is losing its shorefront at an alarming rate. The spill will continue to threaten the Gulf for years to come. Modern civilization as we know it was all made possible through the cultivation of energy. Daily tasks are simplified by the use of energy, and because of this, oil drilling is necessary. Crude oil is refined into petroleum, which is the most used energy source in the U.S. There are 5 major energy-consuming sectors in the U.S.: industrial, transportation, residential, commercial, and electric power. As reported by the U.S. Energy Information Administration, nearly 3/4 of the total U.S. petroleum consumption was in the transportation sector alone. As long as we remain dependent on crude oil and natural gas, oil drilling must continue. The environment suffers greatly from oil drilling. For time's sake, I'll only name a few negative impacts. Seismic surveying used to locate oil creates artificial vibrations that shift the ocean floor, harming deep-sea marine life. Oil wells constructed on land require clearing vegetation, which disturbs animal life and also encourages soil erosion and weakens the ground surface. Hydraulic fracturing, also known as fracking, uses large amounts of water and hazardous chemicals to release oil from the rock strata. The wastewater byproduct is dumped into rivers and waterways, polluting drinking water and harming aquatic life. Natural gas releases methane, a toxic greenhouse gas that is 84 times more effective in trapping atmospheric heat than its counterpart, carbon dioxide. Lastly, the fear of oil spills always lingers. There's no certain way oil spills can be avoided, and even the occasional leak has prolonged effects. This slide describes the effects of oil drilling. It depicts the landscape changes, animal and aquatic life, and the release of chemical toxins. As individuals, we can change our lifestyles to reduce this controversy. The single most effective way an individual can reduce household energy is by buying a more fuel-efficient car. You can also purchase Energy Star-efficient products and implementing energy-conserving habits, such as powering down devices and unplugging electronics when not in use, to name a few. There are 5 common clean energy alternatives: biomass, hydropower, geothermal, wind, and solar. Geothermal energy proves to be the safest renewable energy with less risk of environmental impact. According to the EPA, geothermal pumps are the most energy efficient, environmentally clean, and cost-effective energy for heating and cooling buildings. The Clean Power Plan was established to reduce carbon pollution and climate change. This map shows policy plans for renewable energy in the U.S. The chart describes progression the Clean Power Plan wants to encourage. Clean energy has the potential to create jobs. For example, in 2011, the wind energy industry directly employed 75,000 full-time workers. It's even better for our health. The air and water pollution emitted by coal and natural gas plants is linked to breathing problems, neurological damage, heart attacks, and cancer. Renewable energy is also providing affordable electricity across the country right now and can help stabilize energy prices in the future. Clean energy is also more resistant to power outages, making it more reliable. However, there are ways to make oil drilling safer and less stressful to the environment. Improved exploration can include using advanced satellites and using improved global positioning and remote sensing devices, and lastly, switching to 3D, 4D seismic surveying. Drilling can be made safer by using horizontal drill techniques and making smaller holes for the rigs.